comes the ferry. About minus 17 degrees Celsius out here. -2 Fahrenheit. Something like that. They didn't scrape the snow off very good, and it's going to stay on here until it thaws, so it'll be very slippery tomorrow probably. Snow removal is not important on the first day. It's only important when it's going to stick around. Be safe. He's not running that ferry very hard today because I think it probably hasn't been running long enough to get real good and warm. Might be helpful if I put this car in park. This metal is very slippery when there's ice on it because there's no traction devices on it. It's just bare flat metal. Beautiful morning out here. Got the sun over here riding low in the sky. It's December 13th, I think. Something like that. I'm pretty fortunate that they run this ferry at this time of the year because I know there's not enough cars to be profitable, but hey, that's why I pay tax to Augusta. They help out the ferry a little bit to keep it running when it's not profitable. Not sure the whole deal, but I know that they do it some. take a video at the ferry if something important happens, but I thought it might be cool to show the whole ride today. Augusta's a nice little town, heavily subsidized through taxes to let these businesses work, but not a big fan of that kind of fiscal policy in the town, but it seems to work for this town. I mean, I know that if there wasn't a factory full of people working here, they'd probably not be able to do that. Of course, I know that there's a few people that have some wealth that might contribute a large chunk to that sometimes. So that causes this little town to be quite fortunate and to have a lot of cool little things. It's a very worthwhile place to visit. Some really nice little restaurants here. Some fun attractions. Maybe we'll look at a couple of those. Try to drive with the phone here, so bear with me. Thank you. I think this caboose by the Rotary Club is pretty cool. You have a restaurant here that's a really nice restaurant to eat at. And they got the general store. Really good lunches in there. Carrada's Pizza is good to eat most of the time. I like it. Some little shops. The pub, they have some food in there. It's mostly for drinking, but it's a good little spot to hang out. And got some neat stuff. Good decorations, old time looking signs. Empty bank building like every small town these days. I think it's empty. They always do neat stuff, like put these Christmas trees out. Have competitions around here, all in good fun. Nice little, nice society around here of friendly competition. And we're out of the big downtown area. A lot of railroad crossings in this town. Big railroad heritage and river heritage. There's quite a few times a year you'll see riverboats, paddle wheelers. You know, don't see any side wheelers these days, but plenty of stern wheelers. And that's that part of town. Now we're coming back towards the historical stuff. I mean, realistically, almost every house here is historical in some way or another. Some pretty neat architecture in some of these houses. I always like any of these houses with big porches on them. Still got several churches. There's Main Street again. I always love the steeples on churches and these buildings, these brick buildings. A lot of towns have lost those. No conservation, no preservation leads to an ugly town. This town's full of conservation and preservation.